Հայր որևինս ուսկերիցյանքո, եգեստակայությունքո, եղիցինքանքո, որպես սերկինս եվերկին, ստաց մեր անապազոր։
From now on, we shall not mark this day with grief, but rather with a sense of pride and resilience that does not recognize fear nor acknowledges barriers in the pursuit of justice. One that will reinstate our commitment to upholding the legacy of those who perished for the sake of our survival and those who survived for the sake of our dignity.
I do have that honor and distinction to represent one of the strongest Armenian communities in this country and one of the first diaspora in this country. And it was truly an inspirational moment 2 years ago today to represent not only them, but all of Canada in Yerevan, laying a wreath for Canada, for the government of Canada, in remembrance at the Armenian Genocide Remembrance in Yerevan.
April 24th of each year, the Armenian Genocide Memorial Day. So thank you all for being here. Canada is proudly home to a strong and vibrant Armenian community. Is that true? And we all know that Armenians in this country have made significant contributions to our country. Indeed, Armenian Canadians continue to demonstrate great leadership, often stepping up to help others in communities during their hours of greatest needs.
The Armenian people endured a degree of suffering which we can scarcely imagine, the wounds of which have still not healed. This solemn anniversary reminds us again of these events, which still reverberate in our modern world today. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, our previous Conservative government was the first government of Canada to recognize the Armenian Genocide in 2006. As we remember the men, women, and children of all ages who perished in 1915, we must resolve to learn the lessons of this awful chapter of the world's history.
The number of 1.5 million is huge, but numbers have the danger of being seen as only numbers. Let us remember that each person killed was a child of someone, a mother, a father, a lover, a cousin, a dear friend.
Kalimera, bonjour, hello. Remember, your struggles for education, recognition, remembrance, and finally justice are our struggles too. We will not stand down until justice is served for the victims of the Armenian, Hellenic, and Assyrian genocides committed by the Ottoman and Kemalist forces over 100 years ago, as well as for the victims of the Jewish Holocaust, the Tutsi, the Rwandan.
I stand here as a representative of Humura Association, a Canadian organization of survivors of the genocide against the Tutsi that happened 24 years ago. Almost 70 years separate the two sad, violent events. It's unbelievable that the world did not learn useful lessons from the Armenian Genocide, from the Holocaust, or from other planned, targeted mass atrocities of the 20th century. And that is the reason why we're here today.
Last but not least, I have the honor to invite Ambassador Levo Martirosyan, Ambassador of the Republic of Armenia in Canada, to deliver his remarks.
The April 24th of 1915 had divided the millennia-long Armenian history in two, before and after that tragic date. The wreckage of the Western Armenians, who had survived miraculously, spread all over the world and became the diaspora. The 24th of April is just a symbolic date. it is clear that the Armenian Genocide was not initiated and put an end in one day. Moreover, it is alive as far as the successor of the Ottoman Turkey continues its policy of utter denial. We are convinced that the denial of a crime constitutes the direct continuation of that very crime.